Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all already know who this is. This is Ron the fucking Don. And today, I want to talk about the ongoing migrant crisis that a lot of sanctuary cities in the country, especially New York City, has been experiencing over the past year or so. Well, it seems like now it's picking up more steam. It's more headlines, more everything because it became a major crisis now. New York City reportedly supposed to have maybe 10,000 migrants coming here. That's illegal. That's here in the city. And what's bad about that is that the government, that's ran by liberals here in New York, is giving Mayor Adams, they giving the migrants, illegal migrants, all these resources, all these shelters, resources, welfare, the social safety net resources that they could be giving to black people here in the black community, to black Americans, African Americans in this country. It's a shame how the liberals, the Democrats and the liberals they care, it seems like they care more about people that's here illegally more than they care about the people here in this country. Now everything that they're doing for the illegals that's not supposed to be here, why they didn't do all this for the homeless people that we have out in the street that's sleeping on the subway carts, that's sleeping on the subway stations here in New York, or sleeping on the street? Why we don't give all the resources that they give to the immigrants? Why they don't give it to them, to our people, as the homeless people here in the city? Why? And not to mention, out in LA, you have a lot of homeless people living in tent cities. So, but yet they give all the illegal migrants all the resources that they could be giving us. Now, it sounds like the Democrats, liberals, and the Biden administration has put America last. Trump's slogan was America first. Now, Biden's slogan should be America last, because that's what he's doing. He's putting America dead last. Now, how you give all this money also to, how you give all this money, over $100 billion thus far, to Ukraine, and he's giving them another 25 billion on top of that. All this money, they said they have to close up the deficit. We have to close the deficit. I agree that we should cut spending, but we shouldn't cut spending, but we should definitely cut spending in those areas, for illegal immigration and Ukraine. That's the area where we should make huge budget cuts. We need to make budget cuts in those two areas. Huge budget cuts. I bet you if we make huge budget cuts in those two areas, that right there will bring the deficit down a couple trillion. Even a couple billion would be good, but I think that would bring it down like a couple trillion if we would make cuts, huge cuts to the Ukraine, and giving resources to illegal immigrants. Talk about bringing down the deficit. So that's that, and that's not even taxing the rich. That's not even taxing the rich. But yeah, so we have, under this administration, we have 5 million illegal immigrants have crossed the border under the Biden administration. All because during his campaign, he pretty much invited the immigrants over as if he was throwing a party downtown in Webster Hall. I don't know if y'all remember that spot, Webster Hall, back in the days, where everybody used to go to back on 14th Street, near 11th Street, Union Square, downtown Manhattan. Because I'm from New York, so that's where Webster Hall was the most popular spot back in the days, like 2011, 12, and 13 and so. But yeah, Biden pretty much invited all the immigrants over here like he was throwing a party or something during his campaign trail. So, so obviously he planned it. He wanted all this. He wanted all this. The Democrats want all this chaos. So, they want all this chaos so they could gain more voters. Then you got progressives like Ivana. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. Ayanna Pressley. She says that the border was secure, just like how Kamala Harris said. Kamala Harris and Ayanna Pressley said that the border was secure. Well, like Maury used to say, I'm gonna take a quote from Maury. Well, they said the border was secure. Well, according to these thousands of busloads full of migrants, determined that was a lie. So that's pretty. That everything determined that was a lie. So, and Kamala Harris was sad about it. Is that Kamala Harris was supposed to be the border czar. Well, she definitely should get fired from that position. Matter of fact, she should get fired as vice president because I don't care if she's black. I don't care if she has a genitalia. She's doing a horrible job. Identity politics has nothing to do with it. It shouldn't have nothing to do with it. But the Democrats and progressives put a lot of emphasis on. They put more emphasis on identity politics than merit and competence. And that's the problem. That's probably why the Biden administration is a mess, because they put race and gender over merit and competence, and it shouldn't be that way. But yeah, so we have 5 million immigrants so far, and then under Biden, since Biden took office, 5 million immigrants came here illegally, and not only that, we have over 230,000 has crossed the border illegally in the month of August of this year, of 2023. So. This border is a disaster. Biden definitely dropped the ball on this issue, as he does just like he did on every other issue. But this one, he messed up big time. This is probably worse than that chaotic Afghanistan withdrawal. But yeah, but on average, we have over 100,000 illegal migrants crossing the southern border on average. That's terrible. Why isn't this guy Biden impeached yet? I don't know. Maybe because Kamala Harris, that will leave us stuck with Kamala Harris as the president. That will probably be even worse. So I guess, so if that's the case, then I guess we could keep Biden in for the next year and a half remaining, whatever. So I all just know is that in the next election, I'm definitely gotta get this guy out. But yeah, but also might I add that catch and release program that he implemented when he in March of 2021 they had like a little pilot program or something like that, like a little tryout program to see how things work. I guess a testing program to see how things work. 76% of the migrants that they have caught under this catch release program has been released into the country, into the communities of this country after capturing them. Does that make any sense? No, because they can't hold them, because instead of holding them in detention where they belong, they want to release them. So every time they catch the migrants on the border at that time during this catch and release program, they'll hold them in for a certain period of time, and then they'll release them, and while they await trial to seek asylum. And that makes sense. Well, how you gonna release somebody into the communities while they're waiting trial? Why can't they wait somewhere else just like everywhere else? But I mean that's where the Remain in Mexico policy comes in. Trump's Remain in Mexico policy was definitely one of his best policies he had, and Biden he implemented that again. So I guess he did the right thing in that situation, but that doesn't negate the fact that he messed up in everywhere else. But anyway, that'll be the conclusion of my video. And you like this video, hit like and subscribe and leave a comment. And if you leave a comment, whatever. And hit like and subscribe. Alright? I will catch y'all on my next video. You have your own opinions, hit like and comment. Alright? Catch y'all on my next video. Peace.